Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today we're going to be doing your money and finances reading. So this is part of the Pisces marathon this weekend. So if you haven't heard, now you have. You can go to the channel and there's going to be a lot of different readings with a lot of different themes, all of them kind of short and easy to watch and keep yourself updated. So check those out. I'm very happy to bring those back. I don't know if it's going to be a thing that I bring back all the time, but for this weekend, it's happening. Very happy about it. Alrighty, Pisces. So today we're going to tap into what predictions are coming through for your money and finances, also your work, and what is the advice that Spirit has for you. This is good for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements. Every bit of interaction with the video helps. So if you like the video, if you like the marathons, if you just want to be supportive, please like, subscribe, comment, even if it's just a little emoji, everything helps. Alright, so universe, angels, beings of love and light, please bring in the most accurate predictions and the best advice for Pisces about money and work. Alright, so there is something new coming in here, Pisces. There could be, it's like you're setting your sights on a new horizon. You have traced a new goal for yourself. Something that makes you feel amazing. I feel like a lot of the way in which money is presenting itself in your life has a lot to do with how you're feeling about it. So if you're feeling kind of bored of what you do, if you're feeling unfulfilled, if you're feeling underappreciated, all of that is almost like bringing more of the same. And I feel like to break that cycle, what they're telling you here is to go with something that makes you feel incredibly passionate. Like, break that stagnancy somehow, and that is going to truly help. The new helps. So new books to read, new habits, new business ventures, new partners, new coworkers, new careers, education, industry, whatever it is, the new seems to be the way through. Let me write that down. So I see you in the near future, very deeply connected to yourself and to the divine. It's like you're going to be watching your life unfold with subtitles. You know, it's going to be, everything's going to be very clear. You're going to have a clarity spiritually that you haven't had in a while. And it comes from this new thing. Some of you, I see, you could be having some kind of challenge with fertility, maybe with creativity in matters related to work. Pisces, there's a lot of things that you would love to do and make money from, but you don't believe that you're capable. And that is the main issue. Let's say that you want to be an author and live from writing. Why are you believing that that is not possible? It's like there's a voice inside of you that tells you, no, you know, that's a long way to go, or that's really complicated, or I have to do so many things to get there. Time is going to pass anyway, you know, and Spirit is saying you can make it happen. It's like the sooner you start, the better, and it's exciting. It can be very exciting, and it can be very uplifting for you. And I'm not saying that's the only choice, obviously. Some of you, it's about writing. For some of you, it's about art, singing, music, creation, you know, ebooks. I don't know, whatever it is. Spirit is saying, why don't you believe it's possible? If it's possible for so many people, why don't you think it's possible for you? Because it is. Spirit's saying it is. It is possible for you. So it's like a part of you is almost put into this position, which is like, choose the safe and boring or the new and exciting and uncertain, right? And Spirit is saying you don't have to necessarily choose. You just need to organize yourself accordingly in order to, be able to sustain everything that you have built, even if it feels a little stagnant. If you don't want to let it go, you don't have to. But there is a lot of benefit here from allowing yourself to be inspired, allowing yourself to align yourself with love in the financial area. So what excites you? What makes you feel curious? Even if it's not something that you want to necessarily do for money, that energy of newness shakes things up. And it really helps long term. Because I feel like some of you are like a little bit stuck and everything feels very boring and very gray and very stagnant. And if that's you, then more so, allow yourself to bring something in that makes you feel brand new. There could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy around you that, they could be kind of like a facilitator, I guess you could say, of the new. This could be someone who's like, hey, I've always wanted to do this. Would you like to join me? Like, let's do this together, whatever. There could be someone here that maybe can assist you as far as creativity, assist you as far as your vision. Maybe like a coach, a friend, someone who can sort of give a little bit of structure to ideas if you feel like they're very diluted. It seems like what's keeping you from truly living the way you want to live and living from what you want to live from is fear. We have the devil here, we have the Eight of Swords, self-imposed limitation, these chains that hold you down. I'm seeing, when the elephants and horses, it's like when they're growing up, they tie them to like unmovable objects, right? And no matter how hard they try, no matter how many times they try, they cannot get loose from the chains or whatever the fuck they put on them. And eventually they stop trying. So then afterwards you can tie them to a plastic chair, and they're not going to try to escape, because they have been conditioned to understand that no matter how hard they try, they can't. But the thing is, that's not always the case. You have to basically analyze each situation accordingly, right? If the animal, the horse, the elephant, whatever, would look at the chair clearly and take a moment to unlearn, right? It would be like, oh, I'm free right now, I can leave right now, And I feel like that's kind of what Spirit is trying to tell you. Like, just because something hasn't happened for another person, or just because something has happened in a certain way for you in the past, doesn't mean that if you try again, or if you try something new, it's going to be the same scenario. Open up your mind to the possibility of higher success, more abundance, more prosperity, easier times, more inspired times. The sooner you make the choice to go into it, the sooner you allow that inspiration to come in, even if you don't know what to do with it, even if you don't have all the answers, just allow the inspiration to come in and, I don't know, write down in your agenda, like, okay, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm going to take an hour to just dream about this book, and whatever comes through, it's exciting, and that's it. Like, no expectations. It really, really will make a difference. Just to look forward to that. Just to be in that hour of time being like, oh my god, can you imagine being a writer? Can you imagine getting like in the New York Times bestseller list? Whatever, right? Even that, just that, even if nothing comes out of it, just that is going to help your money flow because of the energy that is breaking through that stagnancy. Some of you are bored as hell. It's like, ugh. I can sense the energies and the eye rolls of being like, well, another day, the same shit, you know, like, and doing all the things and being tired and waking up to this same shit. It's like, some of you guys are in a very monotonous routine, and you may enjoy it, but after a while, it tends to get a little, you know, boring, and you're craving the new, you're craving something different, Pisces. Obviously, with the Fool here, I always gotta tell you, if you know, you can say this with me. Follow your heart and take your brain with you, right? Follow your heart, but take your brain with you. And they're saying here, you don't have to destroy your life as you know it to give room to something new. It could be as simple as what I just said, like finding an hour a week, finding 5 minutes, you know, while you shower every day to dream about the future. I don't know. It's possible to fit this new thing in without changing, you know, anything about your current life. Maybe you're super busy. If you're not that busy, then of course, you know, give it as much time and energy as you feel like you can and you want to. But the presence of new energy, inspiring frequencies is going to change things for the better, regardless of what comes out of it. So allow yourself to have some fun. Maybe do a vision board, you know, maybe dream, maybe research success stories. I don't know. Okay, so let's go into the three main pieces of advice that Spirit is going to give you here about money. Besides, you know, the spread from the tarot, we're going to tap into the Angels of Abundance Oracle for the three main messages. So Spirit, Angels, Beings of Love, Light. What are the three things that if Pisces, you know, does or follows through or considers, may bring success for Pisces in finances at this time? Spirit, if that doesn't make sense, make it make sense. Okay. First, some of you need to do some healing around situations in the past that have to do with money. Some of you have taken risks. Some of you have gotten or fallen in love with the new at some point and maybe made choices that backfired, or, you know, things that didn't go your way. Maybe someone in your life didn't treat you right. Could be different things. But Spirit is saying release resentments about money. For this particular card, I recommend you guys check the Abundance Blueprint course on the website. If it resonates, of course. The message is, yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool that you can use to better the world. And this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. Accept help. Have the courage to ask for help and have the courage to accept the help once it arrives, okay? Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it when it is offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. So be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others when you're guided. And last but not least, we have here attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlining chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. So the example that just came to my mind, a very easy way to sort of illustrate this card is, you know, when you go to a store, maybe like a clothing store or whatever, and some stores, it's like they have nice music and you're like chilling and you take your time and it's all good. And there's like this lady or this guy just over there, you know that they work for the place, you know that they're there if you need anything, but they're just like out of your way, right? And that makes you more comfortable. It makes you feel like, well, you know what? I actually do want to know something. And you go to them and it's all very pleasant. As opposed to other stores in which there's someone that literally follows you around. And it's so fucking annoying that you want to leave the place immediately, right? I don't know about you guys. It happens to me. Just having someone chase me around and talk to me about the clothes that I'm trying to, just check out. And it just makes me feel very uncomfortable, right? And it makes me want to leave. It makes me repel that energy. So it's the same here. It's like the person who's just there, standing there, being like, hey, I'm here for you if you need me, getting out, just chilling. That is someone who's attractive, to me energetically. Because it pulls me in, if that makes sense. And the other person, by being like in my bubble, almost like pushes me out and away. And the same thing goes for when we want to attract something. For money, it's like if you're money hungry and you're super obsessed and like you're sort of in that like super needy energy, most likely clients are gonna flee, or potential jobs are gonna feel it, or I don't know, it's just gonna be like, your vibe is gonna be like, And if you are in a space of inspiration and connection and centeredness, and it's like, this is what I have and this is what I have to offer, let me know if you need any help, and you're just there, it's very more likely, for people to feel attracted to asking for your help. So I hope that's a good way to like compare it. That's what came through. So yeah, I hope it helps. Pisces, why can't you have that thing? Why can other people make money that way, but you can't? Like, what are you telling yourself? Because if others can, you can too. There's people who have 2 jobs and kids and a side hustle, and they're making it work somehow. Most likely through being very organized. And I hope that's not triggering, for some of you. I'm not minimizing your efforts at all. I'm just saying that if you really want it, you can make it happen, regardless of circumstance. If there's a will, there's a way. If you want something to happen, you're going to make it happen. If you don't want something to happen, you're going to make an excuse for it not to happen. So what's going to be, Pisces? I love you so much. I hope this reading helps. I truly hope that even if it brings a little friction and the things that I say don't necessarily please you, may that friction be welcome too, because it brings change and it aligns you with your best self. So I truly hope that each and every one of you can take something away from this reading. And as far as news for the channel goes, if you have any ghost stories or paranormal experiences that you don't know how to explain, it could be something, super major, or it could be something tiny that you cannot explain. If you would like to share that with me, that would be lovely. I'm creating this compilation for a Halloween project. It's going to be really, really fun. So you can send a short video, 1 or 2 minutes or whatever, just basically telling your story, sharing it with the Pisces crowd. If you're a little shy or don't want to do a video, you can also write it in text and send it to me. Both of them you can send to infokatiemclaughlin@gmail.com, infokatiemclaughlin@gmail.com, and I'm going to be sorting through all of those. It's going to be very, very fun and exciting. Also, I remind you that if you are one of the wild childs that tend to get your yearly forecast ahead of time so you can plan your year, this year it's going to be even easier for you to get it, because we are offering it already for booking, this early in the year. So the sooner you book it, the sooner you get it, and the cheaper it is because of the early bird price. Also, for those of you who want to pay in 2 or 3 installments, that option is available this year. So very exciting. Can't wait to, see what your 2025 is going to look like and help you plan accordingly. Alright, my loves, so this is what I got for you. Oh, and by the way, the Manifestology channel is back. It was asleep for a really long time, but it's back. Search Manifestology, or look it up. If I may have, maybe if I remember, put it in the description box. But if not, just, look it up. Manifestology with 𝗖𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗦𝗘𝗦, Manifestology, whatever, it should show up. And that channel is where I'm going to be putting a lot of videos on like guided intention settings and meditations and two-cup methods and EFT tapping, all sorts of things. So it's going to be a really nice place to kind of put into practice everything that we see here in the channel. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!